Teenage dreams versus voter realities. The case of keeping voting at 18. With great power comes responsibility. This famous saying highlights why voting, a powerful right, should only be given to those ready for its responsibilities. Some people argue that 16-year-olds should be allowed to vote, but lowering the voting age would not be a smart decision. At 16, teenagers are still developing their identities and are more focused on school and social life rather than politics. 16-year-olds generally have lower political knowledge compared to older voters. Keeping the voting age at 18 ensures that voters are mature, informed, and capable of making responsible decisions about the future of our country. At 16, many teenagers are still discovering who they are. Research shows that this stage of life is where emotional development occurs, meaning that young people are still learning their identities. According to Ovia Health, at 16, teenagers are navigating a period of significant cognitive and social emotional development. This means they are still learning how to make independent decisions. Since voting requires the ability to understand complex political issues, voters must have a developed sense of judgment. If teenagers are still figuring out their own identities, how can they be expected to fully understand policies that affect millions of people? Their mindset makes them more likely to vote based on emotions rather than what is smart, which is not good when making decisions that impact an entire country. Another reason why the voting age should stay at 18 is that most 16-year-olds are more focused on school, friendships, and extracurricular activities than political issues. Their daily lives focus on studying for tests, participating in sports, and socializing with friends, leaving little time to research policies or candidates. According to a study from Britannica, 16 and 17-year-olds demonstrate lower interest in politics, have less political knowledge, and lack the experience to participate in elections. This suggests that many young teens are simply not interested enough in political matters to make informed voting decisions. Furthermore, social media influences their opinions, making them believe false information. Since voting is a serious responsibility, it should be reserved for those who have had more life experience and time to develop independent, informed decisions. Lastly, studies show that younger voters generally have lower levels of political knowledge than older voters. Experts argue that political knowledge increases with age and experience, which is why the current voting age is 18. According to the Lion's Tale, 16 and 17-year-olds are not mature enough to take on the significant task of voting because they aren't mature or have the knowledge of many of the issues that politicians discuss. Unlike adults who have been exposed to more political discussions, current events, and real-world issues, younger teens have had fewer opportunities to understand how the government operates. Without this knowledge, they are more likely to make uninformed choices and not realize what their actions can accomplish. Furthermore, keeping the voting age at 18 is crucial to ensure that voters are mature enough to make informed decisions about important issues that affect our society. Teenagers are passionate and engaged, but often lack the life experience needed to understand politics. By allowing 18-year-olds and older to vote, we can ensure that voters can take on the voting responsibilities while understanding the consequences their choices can cause. Therefore, it is important to keep the voting age at 18 to protect our country and help make sure that our future leaders will make thoughtful decisions that will change America for the better.